Good evening, my friends, and welcome once again to your Monday night. It's not my Monday night, it's your Monday night. It is me, JT, the Redneck, here on Accidental Punch TV. I'm dragging what the hell do I call it? The preppy?
The geek?
The geek, there we go. I'm dragging the geek along with me. Holy crap. Told you.
Wow.
I told you guys. I told you. Anyway, we are here tonight for Avenger Pretenders. We are reviewing episodes 5 and 6 of Wonder Man. Some good stuff, I'm telling you, folks. If you haven't watched this, you need to. Grab yourself your favorite beverage or whatever it is that you want to snack on. Sit back in that beanbag chair and strap yourself in twice because, as you can tell, it's going to be a rough frickin' night. Sully, get me out of this mess.
I don't know if I can. I really don't. I don't know if I can.
Crap.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Avenger
Holy.
Pretenders.
That was rough.
That was one of the longest and weirdest intros ever.
Hey, I know. I was the one doing it.
I know. It's crazy. Oh, man. That's just the sign of the week, by the way. It's already
it's only
Monday,
Monday.
and we think it's not. We think it's last Monday now. So, yeah. So
We
come
might
on
be
in.
better off if it was.
Have some fun with us tonight. Like JT said, we're talking about Wonder Man. Yes. If you haven't watched this yet, shame on you.
I'm telling you guys, coming from the redneck, you'll enjoy this series. You really
Oh,
will.
without a doubt. Listen, and I'm going to tell it to you straight. Okay? Western Echo. You know how opinionated Western Echo is. Loved this show. That should tell you something. Now, for
And
those
I
that
can
don't,
see why.
yeah. Now, for those of you that don't know who Western Echo is, he's a very good friend of ours, Dennis. Great guy. Very opinionated.
He's on the show
things.
with us a couple times.
Yes, he was on Mandalorian, right? Or Book of Boba Fett, one of those. And he's also been on the Sully show as well. And I can tell you, one, he misses being able to catch us live. He does. Work just gets
I miss him too. I never thought I'd say that, but I actually miss him.
I'll tell him.
Please don't.
I'll be like, dude, you're featured prominently in this week's episode. Just saying.
Yeah, just the beginning though. We forgot about you after that.
JT even said that he misses you. Just saying.
I miss you.
So,
I miss you.
he's very opinionated on things, and rightfully so. He's got I'd say, a great creative mind. And
Yes.
at first, he was against the series, but then he finished binging it before I did, and he's like, "I take everything back."
That says it all.
So that says it all. Okay. Now, in this case, we're talking about episode 5 and 6, right? 5 and 6 is what we're talking about. So,
Yes, sir.
Episode 5, in my opinion, was probably one of the most comedic episodes that we had out of all of them.
I would agree. It was kind of slow at the beginning.
Yes.
Kind of slow at the beginning of episode 5, but it quickly works its way into, shall we say, one hell of a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. Probably good to say that it was, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Chaotic.
Yeah. Yes, chaotic. I like that one. Chaotic works. It really does. So we start off this episode right after the callback that they received from Janelle,
Yep.
Simon's agent. And, hey, they're calling, they want you to come back. Here's what we're going to do. And they go celebrate. And rightfully so.
Well, Trevor does.
Well,
Simon's is in a panic mode.
Yeah, he's starting to get the urge to, what's the word I'm looking for? Freak out.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't
He's
know
like, I
how
got
to
to do this. I got to
respond.
figure that out. I got to, if this doesn't work, what am I going to do? And this is my last chance and blah, 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 and everything.
Right.
It's like, come on, man, settle down.
If you think about it, it's the perfect representation of what anxiety is like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've all seen it with Inside Out too. But this is exactly how humans react.
Yep.
What if I'm not good enough? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I'm going to bomb? It's all the what ifs. Okay.
Especially if somebody's not sure of themselves.
Yeah.
And at that point, they're already adding so much pressure on themselves that, they're going to screw it up anyway.
Well, that, and the other thing is, Trevor has more to kind of lose at this point, because he is still working for Agent Cleary of the DODC. Right. And he's trying to call him while they're celebrating, but Trevor's also in the process of wanting to help Simon learn how to calm down. And he's teaching him some breathing techniques when it comes to acting. Like, if you do these breathing techniques, it'll calm your mind. It'll just clear everything out. It'll calm yourself down. And you need to do this. And if you don't, things are going to get worse.
Yeah. Box breathing,
yes. You gotta...
In for 5, hold for 5, out for 5, hold for 5, and repeat.
Just like a broken record, until you can feel your body just, okay, I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good now. I'm good. We're good. Well, Trevor hangs up on Agent Cleary. He doesn't even take the call, which pisses Cleary. Wow. Yeah. Cleary.
Well, it clearly pissed Cleary off.
There you go. See, I can't even say it. That's how weird the day's been. But he does go to Deputy Secretary Heyerdahl, because he comes into his office and he goes, I assure you, everything's going smoothly. Is it though? Is it?
Can you say liar?
Is it though? I mean, I understand where things are going, but is it really? Is it really? But you see, this is where the episode takes a turn. Patrick Connor, which I feel like we've seen him before in the MCU.
I do too. Maybe
as a different role,
or in the series where the Mandarin was in.
Maybe
we saw him there.
Maybe. Not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I was right. I did see him. I just looked it up. He was in The Punisher on Netflix.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
The Abyss episode. So,
the one that we reviewed?
No, we didn't do The Punisher.
Okay.
Yet. That's coming out soon. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Daredevil's first. But in Netflix series of The Punisher, he played Ed Zatner, okay? And he was one of the guys that was going after, the Punisher was going after him and whatnot, because, bad guy.
Gotcha.
But according to this, he is one of several actors who have portrayed multiple characters. So this is pretty cool. And I'm like, I know I've seen him before. And I'm just, let me look this guy up. Sure enough, there it is. Well, Patrick Connor, would you say is a old friend to Slattery? If you think about it. And the only reason why I say this is because if you remember, in Iron Man 3, Trevor Slattery was so drunk, high, and hooked on drugs that he didn't even know what he was doing and why it was wrong. Until he, sobered up and he was like, I'm an actor. I'm an actor. I'm just an actor,
Right.
So he offers to buy the two of them drinks. And then he says,
He didn't offer. He just does.
Yeah, yes. But he also goes, you owe me money.
You don't remember me, do you?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I'm an actor, you see. Owes Patrick Connor money. This is where Trevor's life kind of goes downhill a little bit, but at the same time, he takes them both out into the alley, right? Or was it just Trevor and then Simon goes out after?
Because he came over and then his three goons came over and
right.
The next scene they're in the alley. He's got Trevor against the wall and two of the other guys are watching Simon.
Yeah. And that's when Simon kind of just goes, hey, listen, buddy. Now I'm going to have to step in, but you don't want any of this, so you might want to back away. Basically just kicks the living crap out of everybody.
Yeah.
However, we're going to throw a wrench in the cog because there's a kid on a scooter with a GoPro on his helmet filming the entire thing. Oh, just what Simon needs, especially with the callback. And if you remember from last episode with the doorman clauses, no superpowered beings can be in any film or TV series whatsoever due to the fact that they can harm somebody, or in this case, make Josh Gad disappear and never come back. Where is he? I wonder if we'll get an answer to that. However, that's when they go, okay, we need to catch this kid. So, yeah.
He's sitting there. He turns the light off or turns the camera off.
Yeah. That was good. And he just sat there. Like,
it's like, oh, shit.
And then, obviously Simon's like, oh, crap. We need that back. We can't let that get out. Oh, shit. Well, they decide to give chase. Not only do they decide to give chase, but Trevor is in the car. And they're going over lines sent from Janelle. I mean, why not? You're in the middle of chasing down somebody on a scooter who has video footage of you kicking the crap out of people with your superhuman powers. Let's go over our lines. And meanwhile,
actually, they got sent to them while they were driving around trying to find him.
Yes. Meanwhile, Simon's just like, this is it. I'm dead. This is the end of my career. It's never going to happen. It's been good. Nice to know you. See you later. Hasta la vista. I'm going to go to prison. Which, if you think about it, kind of sounds like the basis of the X-Men. You never wanted to come out if you were a mutant. Yeah. In Simon's case, that footage can damage his career, including but not limited to Wonder Man, which is what he wants. So, the chase is on. Not only the chase on, but they end up in a club. And the cameraman's like, hi, my name is Jeff. Wasn't Jeff. It was actually Jaden, but that's basically what happened. My name is Jeff.
Right.
I am Maximus Aurelius. My name is Jeff. And that's when Jaden's like, listen, I tell you what, I'm going to make a deal for you. I have a friend who I'm fighting with that stole my bike, as in motorcycle, not the ching ching. No, regular motorcycle.
Not the Pee Wee Herman thing.
Yeah, no, definitely not Pee Wee Herman. Oh, poor Pee Wee. Anyway, Jaden says, if you don't do this for me, I am going to upload this to YouTube. And yeah, it's going to be everywhere, and your life is over. Over.
He actually told them that if you don't do this for me, the video is going to automatically be uploaded from my GoPro to YouTube at 9 a.m.
Yes.
And Trevor's like, can you do that?
Which,
I don't know.
If you think about it, technically speaking, yes. However, there's no Wi-Fi on GoPros. And they mentioned that, by the way. They do mention that. Like, your camera doesn't even have Wi-Fi. It's one of the old ones. Yeah. However, despite Trevor saying, no. Simon's like, nope, we'll do it. We're going to do it. We're good. Yes, we will do this. So the next morning they go up to Esteban's house with Jaden in the back seat, ready to go. And the two of them, what was it? Trevor was on Law and Order, or was it Simon? I forget which one said they were
Simon.
on. Simon was on.
Well, he wasn't on it, but he watched one of the episodes.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. He
because
watched.
Simon said, I don't really look like a cop.
Right. That's okay. We can do Law and Order. We'll be fine. We can play intimidating police officers. However, they this is what I thought was great. They knock on the door, ring the bell, and a girl enters, opens the door, and goes, "Holy shit, you're the Mandarin!"
Hey, Esteban, the Mandarin's here.
Right? I was
Or
like,
Escobar.
and there, cover's blown.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like our cover's blown. The one-liners that they give Ben Kingsley are amazing.
Well, he makes them amazing.
Oh, just the way he pronunciates it, the way he delivers it, it's just so innocent sounding, and he just smiles like
So natural.
Yes.
It's like it's exactly what he would say in that situation.
oh man, like I would love to just talk to Ben Kingsley just about him playing Trevor. Like,
Yeah.
what is your inspiration for the way you portrayed him? Because it's fantastic.
My bet would be that he does exactly what he tells Trevor or Simon to do when it comes to these roles.
Yeah.
It's
yourself.
it's like he's truly talking from past experience
Yes.
and not lines that he was given.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the best part is with this scene, and first of all, I thought this was one of the funniest scenes because it is so out of left field. At first, Jaden's like, no, he's a drug dealer, man. And Trevor's like, okay. Drugs? Sign me up,
Right.
But then they realize that it's not drugs. It's candy. Was it Chamoy Dudes? I believe is the name. Chamoy Dudes?
Something like that. I can't.
I think it was Chamoy or Chamoy. Yeah, Chamoy. Chamoy. Chamoy Dudes.
Yeah.
But it kind of changed to Dude because of the way Esteban and Jaden were fighting. Not exactly sure what happened with that, but it all had to do with the falling out that they had in their partnership.
He did explain it. Jaden got, things took off with the business, and Jaden got greedy.
Yes.
And they had to part ways.
Yeah. Like, I can't have this. I can't have this. There's no reason for it. Well, Connor and his lackeys followed them. They take Jaden and they bring him up to the door and they're like, listen, we're going to threaten to kill you unless Trevor reveals himself. And Jaden's like, I didn't mean to do this. I promised not to release the video. Like, full on, I'm going to piss myself and shit my pants mode. Which usually
I love
happens.
this because then all of a sudden Simon's like, hey, wait a minute. That reminds me of something. He runs to the girl and he asks her, can you upload
From a GoPro.
video footage? What?
From a GoPro.
Yeah, directly to the internet or to YouTube from a GoPro. And she's like, no.
You need Wi-Fi for
You can't
that.
do it. Yeah, it's impossible. And he's like, okay. So he goes over to the door and he's ducked down. Like his face is at the mail slots in the doorway. And I mean, if I would have tried to get in that position, I never would have gotten back up.
Well, that's true. Your back is so shot, it's not even funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard enough for me to get out of this chair.
Yeah.
Let alone trying to get out of a crouch position like that. But anyway, he yells to Jaden, hey, shove the GoPro through the mail slot.
Yeah.
And Jaden does. And he's like, please don't let him kill me. Simon grabs the GoPro, runs over to the girl, and she deletes the footage.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
The one thing we didn't reveal was that when Connor and his boys got there and yanked Jaden out of the car, there was a, shall we say, a young lady.
Yes, a concerned citizen.
In her yard, watering her grass.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching all of this go down.
And flat out saying they were all drug dealers, too.
Yeah. So all of a sudden we hear sirens.
Woo!
But yeah, sirens, just one car. Mm-hmm. That's the funny thing. One car pulls up.
Yeah. LAPD.
No, we're just having a conversation, officer.
Yep. Well, while that's happening, though, Simon gets a call from Janelle.
Yeah.
Saying, you need to go to Von Kovic's house now. Your callback is today. Now. Get going. They moved it up.
He's leaving town tomorrow.
Yeah. You need to
get
go
over there.
And that's when Simon goes, oh, okay. Trevor, we gotta go. And they rush out the back door.
Well,
I think they all rushed out the back door, didn't they?
And all of a sudden, as he's talking with Janelle, as he's about to say, okay, there's gunfire.
Yeah. What the hell?
And, so there's gunplay at the front door. Escobar is nice enough to reach out and grab Jaden and pull him into the house.
Yep.
And they all panic, run out the back door. Well, Simon kind of trots his I don't know what to call it. He kind of run like this. He's penguin running.
Yeah.
Out the back door to the car.
Yeah. And and when
go ahead.
What I really liked was the fact that he goes, maybe you should drive.
They jumped in the wrong sides, and he's like, Trevor's like, oh, I got the wrong side. Just drive. Okay.
Just drive. And Trevor just peels out and down the road. I think they hit a car too, didn't they?
I don't think so.
I don't remember if they hit one
barely
of the cop
avoided
cars or not.
But I don't think they actually hit it.
but it was kind of like that wrong place at the wrong time episode, you know. No matter what you did, something was gonna happen, and you're like, "Oh crap!" You know, doing
You
that.
talk about a casualty of failure or a casualty of failures.
Yes,
It was one after the other, after the other. It's like a waterfall of just one thing. Boom, 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 boom.
the epitome of a
That-
bad day.
Yeah. I mean, the last 10 minutes of this episode was gone so quick.
Yep.
And you were like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, while while that's happening, now obviously we're just going to go right into the next episode because that was the end of the episode. And Simon's just like in the car, and he dozes off like holy crap, I can't believe this is happening. This is not a good thing, right? And what happens next, and this episode is callback. Okay, so obviously they're going to what's his name's house, Von Kovek's house. Now he's the director of the reboot of Wonder Man. He wants to make this the ultimate project ever, something that, you know, superhero movies, I don't do them, that type of thing, right? What I loved was how they started with daydreams and flashbacks of Trevor auditioning for the role of the Mandarin for Aldrich Killian for Iron Man 3.
That was it was so cool to see how he went from Trevor and in what, 5 takes?
Yep, 4 or 5
went
takes.
From Trevor to the Mandarin.
Like instantly.
Yeah.
And
when he put the sunglasses on,
well, that
was it.
And they tried different sunglasses too.
No, they only gave him one pair of sunglasses.
Was it only one pair?
One pair.
I thought he was wearing one and then they switched it out. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Nope.
Yep. They just put that one pair, the bigger ones on.
Here, put these on.
Yeah, here, put these on. Yeah.
Then you can't see my bloodshot eyes. Because he's hungover and stoned.
Yeah. And you'll never see me coming. I just love how he does that. You'll never see me coming. Very deep, dark, sinister. I loved it. Loved it. Well.
Yeah.
At the time, you know, Trevor thought that those were all false flags. Nothing was real. He didn't kill anybody. Just nothing was real. He was portrayed as the Mandarin, the bad guy, which, you know,
playing a role.
Playing a role. Yes.
Yes.
Drunk, but playing a role nonetheless. But that kind of, you know, gets Simon to wake up a little bit, and he's exhausted.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long night.
Well, it's a long night, that's for sure. Plus, he used his powers, so, you know, he's like, oh, he's
even more drained than usual.
Beating himself up. Like, have you ever had one of those moments where you wish you could have done it differently? And you're replaying it in your over and over and over in your head, beating yourself up over it? That's exactly what he was doing.
I've never had that happen.
And, you know, it's interesting because Trevor is hurt. He's hurt because he got Simon involved in all of this, and he didn't mean to.
Right.
You know, and you can tell. He's like, I'm sorry. Like, this should never have happened. I apologize. Like, he was genuinely sorry that he got Simon involved. And Simon's just like, what the hell's going to happen? You know, like, the anxiety level is going through the roof. And Trevor just stood up and was like, dude, We're almost there. We're almost there. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, not just for you, but for me as well. This is my comeback. You gotta breathe. You gotta relax. You just gotta take all that doubt and just gone out the window, right? And then all of a sudden the front door opens and we see Von Kovek's assistant, Melanie. Melanie, such a nice name. Doesn't say a word at all. Not a word. However, Simon notices shoes right by the door, and he's freaking out about that. You ever go to somebody's house and you're like, do I take my shoes off? Do I put them on? Do I take them off? And you're like,
yeah, I didn't really understand his full explanation of why the one pair was a bad thing.
so he thought, and this is just what I noticed, he thought that because the shoes were on the outside, he needed to take his shoes off.
Well, I understand that, but he went into this whole explanation of if there was no pairs, if there was a whole line of shoes.
Yeah.
But there's only one.
But there's only one.
I have to go back and watch it again to
For
fully
him-
understand what he's freaking out about.
For him, but again, these are the little things that go inside somebody's head. Somebody with anxiety, depression, ADHD, you name it, they're going to obsess over it until they get the answer that they need. Melanie didn't give them shit. No,
Trevor's like, dude,
yeah,
don't worry about it.
like just keep your shoes on. You know, it's like who cares? When they get inside, Simon's shoes are off. Trevor's is on. And we see other actors that are there for the callback. These are all actors that Von Kovek was chosen to read for the part of Wonder Man. And what was the other character's name?
Barnaby.
Barnaby. Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. See, this is JT remembers the names. I don't. He's
Sometimes.
I don't. And they all have excerpts from the actual main script.
Did you notice one thing about all the actors, though? When they went through and kind of introduced themselves and told their experience and everything?
Yeah. The different
you
ages.
pretty much covered every type of actor that you could have.
Yeah.
You have the no experience at all.
Yep.
Just lucked out and discovered because of a friend that he could act.
Like, dude, I just walked in.
Yeah. You had the classically trained.
Yeah.
You had, there was I can't remember what all of them are, but there was 4 different things. And each one was different, and it covered every possible gamut
Yeah.
that you could of how somebody had become an actor and was sitting at Von Kovak's house for a callback for Wonder Man.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty cool.
And I love that Von Kovek explained his vision for the movie.
Oh, that was awesome.
This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I freaking love that actor. I forget his name. I can never pronounce it right, but my gosh, the thick accent that he has, no matter what, was just like, it nailed it, you know, like boom, perfect. Well,
I mean, I love he had the board laid out and everything, and this is what I get. This is what I get my inspiration.
Yep.
For Wonder Man and what we are going to do.
Now, did you notice that board though?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice some of the things on the board?
I was pretty far away from the TV, but yeah.
So I noticed there's a lot of callback images
Mm-hmm.
to
The one guy
multiple,
pointed himself out.
yeah, to multiple science fiction and horror films,
Mm-hmm.
including Alien.
Yeah, I
That
remember
was
that.
one of them. Um, there's also some concept art from the original Wonder Man to what he would rather do. And he, if you also look at it, there's other Marvel stuff on there too.
No surprise.
There's some,
Not to me anyway. It's not a surprise that probably everything on that board was something Marvel.
at least. But you could see that the tone was there. Like,
Right.
these are the things that have inspired me to do this film. Alien being one of them, because holy shit, Ridley Scott was amazing when it came to Alien. Saying, why wouldn't you have that on your board as an inspiration, you know? But what I liked about it was not only was he using it as inspiration to tell the story, but he was also letting them know that, listen, even though this is going to be a superhero movie / alien sci-fi type film, I still want and need you all to be human.
I wanted to see if I could find a picture of his dream wall. And I found a comment to it.
Yeah.
And it's a person on Reddit. It's a person asking, does anyone have a proper, clear image of Von Kovac's dream board thing on the wall to analyze? I saw Black Panther, Thor, Captain America, and Vision on the left. But on the far right, I see the Alien poster and the Xeno egg.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out the rest. I think I saw iRobot and a green thing that looked like Brainiac or Piccolo from DBZ.
Yes. There's a lot on that board. A lot. And if you notice, one of the bad guys, or one of the pictures near Captain America and Thor, is actually a Chitauri warrior.
Oh, I got it.
Do you? You got a good picture?
Wall.
You got a good picture?
The wall.
Nice.
I got the freaking wall.
Nice.
Holy crap, dude.
And there's a lot of stuff on there.
Found it. I can't believe I found it.
I can believe you found it.
Holy crap.
Do you know why? Because
you have confidence in me that I don't have.
I do, yes. I do. And you know, the funny thing is, it's not the full wall.
Right. It's pretty much what you see in the episode.
Yeah. It's a very good portion of it where he's got it broken up into multiple sections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4 different boards.
Yep. So you've got all the superheroes that are going on there. You've also got some sci-fi. Can't really use Superman or anything like that, but as you go on, you've got different locations for alien worlds, and then you go a little bit further, and then you get some music video posters.
It looks like a picture from Jurassic Park in the third board there in the circle.
Yep. Jurassic Park, volcanoes. You got some cartoons on there. You've got a lot of things from different sci-fi movies. I love the typewriter, by the way.
Yes. Classic. Multiple typewriters. There's 3 of them there.
Multiple typewriters and Rolodexes.
A telegraph machine.
But I love that he's using that to explain what's going on. And like I said, he wants them all to be human. Yeah,
you should show that real quick.
I'm working on it. Because the layout for this doesn't show. I don't have
gotcha.
the theater
I'm sorry.
one. I'm working on those.
I'm sorry.
Everything's getting revamped, but the one thing,
it's a good visual.
It's very good visual. Very good visual. The one thing that I liked about this was it looked like when all the actors were there, They all had buddies and pals. And he separated every single one of them.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Simon's like, well, wait a minute.
Like, I work with him.
I work with him. Yeah, exactly.
Like I work with him. I work with that guy right there. I work with
Trevor. Can I stay with Trevor, please?
And what I also liked was the fact that he made them all throw the script out.
Yeah.
And go,
yeah,
forget the script. Let's do some improv. I want to see you. I want to see you be human.
Yep.
I want to see you do this, this, and this. Give me your all.
What's inside of you.
Yes. And
I love that line.
He kept the partners together. And you can see Trevor and Ollie, I think his name is Ollie, they do a scene that Von Kovic said, okay, listen, the two of you are married and you're drifting apart, but you're still in love with each other.
Right.
Go. And they go. They go right into it, and it was like, I believed that scene, by the way.
Yeah, it was very, very believable. And it was funny how Trevor did so much, and he said one word.
Yeah, one word.
All he said was, no.
Yeah, and that changed the entire scene.
Times.
But it changed the entire scene by him saying no.
Yeah.
Which was great.
It was one of those, don't do that to me. It's okay. Don't do that to me. It's okay. No, man, it's okay. It was like one of those.
Yes, it was that back and forth where you felt it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
Then when they get to Simon, however, he freaks and recites Pretty Woman with his partner.
Yeah.
And breaks things.
And Kovac busted him out without hesitation.
Oh, didn't even hold a beat. It was just like, all right,
very
you're getting
nice.
a scene,
from Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Very disappointed in you, by the way. Thought there was more.
Oh, man. How devastating that had to have been to Simon.
Yeah. Very devastating.
I mean, just a director that he looks up to so much to go, I'm very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
And walk out. Oh, I felt the devastation that Simon felt at that point.
Sure. But at the same time, from a director's standpoint, okay, and this is something that I would look for. All he did was copy.
Yeah.
All he did was copy. Don't get me wrong. The emotion was there. I didn't believe it.
Right. To me, it almost felt forced. It didn't feel right.
Yes. And
that's the thing is, I think Simon knew it.
Yes. But
as
so
he
did
was doing
Trevor. Trevor knew it too, because Trevor was like, dude,
Trevor
what happened? You know? And it's interesting the way he reacted to Trevor, because he blamed him for throwing him off. Like, dude, after that, you just like, I froze. Like, how could you have done that? And Trevor's like, what did I do?
He was projecting.
Yes, projecting. Sure. Yeah. No, he was showing his true self. And then they took a break. While they were on the break, you know, they're having this conversation of what's going on. And Trevor's like, listen, you'll be fine. And even some of the other guys, they're all talking to Slattery about his earlier days and some of the things that he's done.
what was it? Paul Simon's Shaka Khan concert.
Yeah, Shaka Khan. They mentioned Shaka Khan a lot in this series.
Hey, back in those days,
Yeah.
Shaka Khan was huge.
Huge.
And she
Big.
was hot.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, everybody was like, Shaka Khan. Hell, I liked it just because you could say a cool name, Shaka Khan. It's not a very intimidating name, but it's a name nonetheless. Everybody knows it. And if you don't know it, look it up. It's Google. Shaka Khan. Anyway, Simon is on the verge of breaking down, to be honest. You know, and it's interesting because he kind of falls asleep a little bit, like, hey, are we boring you type of thing, you know?
Oh, no, he passed the hell out.
Oh, yeah. But what I thought, I loved this scene because what it looked like for him was Kovac returned and Simon's like, you got to give me another chance. Let me do this. You got to give me another chance. Just let me do another chance. Well, okay. You know what? I'm going to pair you with this guy, Richard, right? I believe it was Richard. And he gave him the scenario of somebody from his past.
Former grade school classmate.
Yes, that was confronting him over something. Over the phone. And we see what's really going on in Simon's head here. Because as they're going over these lines, this improv of being on the phone, Richard is just going after him. You know what you did. You know what you are. Like, to the fact that he was ready to be the bully and spread misinformation or something all over town because you knew. You know what you did. You know what you are. You are a liar, and you're this, and you're that. And then all of a sudden, we see Simon punch him through the face.
Everybody was talking about it. We all know what you are.
Yes.
And then he makes the mistake of saying, you're a helpless freak.
Yep. And then we see Simon's fist punch Richard through the face, and blood just out the back of his head.
Dude. I literally yelled at the top of my lungs, "Wow!"
That's what I did.
I scared the shit out of Kay and the dog. That's just like, wow!
It was unexpected. That was an
totally unexpected.
Unexpected, but funny at the same time because because after it happened, that woke himself up, and Kovac's like, are we boring you?
I tell you what. Okay, he throws the punch, goes through Richard's face, and I loved how they held on Richard's fist.
Yes, Simon's fist right through Richard's
back,
and you see the hole in his head.
The body just kind of stands there, and you see Simon through the hole in Richard's head, and then he falls down.
And you're like, uh-oh.
And then they flash to him waking up.
Yeah.
I had to pause it. I literally had to stop the freaking episode. One, because I was in so much shock that he put his fist through Richard's face.
Oh, that was great.
That I was laughing.
Oh, it was just so unexpected.
And at the same time, I was freaking out because it was a freaking dream.
Yeah. But it looked real.
Oh my, it looks, I mean, wow, oh shit. He put his fist through his face.
Yes. It was great.
And it was very graphic.
Yeah.
And I literally, dude, I had to stop it.
Well, now I know what episode.
After I kind of calmed myself down a little bit, I looked at Kay. And Kay's just looking at me, and I just kind of go, and Kay literally looks at me, dude. She goes, I'm so used to these things that I expect stuff like that to happen.
These days, yes. I didn't expect this to happen, though.
No, nothing.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but nothing prior to this.
Yep.
And this entire series would have made me even remotely think that Richard would put his fist through somebody's head.
Simon, not Richard.
Simon, sorry.
Richard's the one he punched.
Who did I say?
Richard.
I said Richard.
Like, who's Richard? Oh, yeah, the guy that got punched.
Yeah, the guy that got punched. I never imagined that he would do that.
Yeah.
And he did it, and I freaked. I freaked out, and then he woke up. And it's like, come on.
Like, whoa. But it was a very good transition the way they did it.
Oh, it was beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
It threw me completely out of whack.
Yeah.
I was out of whack for the rest of the episode.
I mean, listen, it was pretty good.
It
caught you off guard.
The most dramatic part of this series that we've seen to this point.
Sure. But it caught you off guard, which is why it makes a lasting impression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll remember that.
So Simon wakes up. Kovac's like, "Are we boring you?"
Right.
And he's like, "Listen, I just need a minute alone. I just need a minute alone." And he goes outside on the balcony. Probably the best place for him right now is because with that type of dream, who knows what would set him off, right?
Right.
When Trevor goes out there, because listen, he's becoming really good friends with Simon. He's going through this process. Yes, he's still technically working for the DODC, but he actually cares about Simon, and he wants Simon to succeed at this, which is rare in Hollywood, by the way.
Yeah.
And
that's why I say Simon is old school. He still believes in the old school ways.
Yes, but Trevor is the old school who wants to help Simon get to where he needs
That's
to
what I
be.
meant was Trevor's.
Yeah. You're screwing
That's
up the
how
names.
much that scene messed me up, dude. I haven't gotten a name right since.
Nope. Because Richard is now Simon.
Yeah. And Simon is now Trevor, and Trevor is now somebody who I don't know.
Kovic is the assistant, and Melanie's the director now.
There you go.
But and you know what? If you think about it, though, with Simon, his main thing is he's very worried about the doorman clause because it'll ruin his career, and he doesn't want that. And Trevor's like, "Listen, you're more than just your powers, man. You're still a person."
Yep.
Because what you need to do is not worry about your abilities. Who cares?
What do you call it? Your condition.
Yes, the condition that you have.
Yes.
But he also said, you know what? Take your pain. Take your loss. Take the joys from when you're sitting there watching a movie in the movie theater. The audience is there. You're there. You feel, less alone that way. That's where you fit. That's you.
It was a great explanation.
Oh, yeah. Like,
I mean,
take that and use that to your advantage.
Yeah. Because it was like, your condition is not who you are. Your condition is
a part
all
of
the
you.
things that you've experienced in your life.
Right.
Your pains, your losses, your wins, your joys, the whole 9 yards. That's what you need to bring out. That's what people need to see, because that is what's going to make people see
and believe
the person that you are portraying.
Right. And
then they dropped into the script.
Yeah, which I thought was a great touch. The two of them were doing the script outside.
Yep.
I thought it was a great touch. And then you just transitioned all the way into the inside, and they're doing it in front of everybody.
Yep.
And it was just like, whoa.
The looks on everybody's face. Everybody was just frozen.
Yeah. It was powerful.
Yeah. And I flashed back to episode 2.
Yep.
When they were in Simon's apartment. Hey, I got the name right. When they were in Simon's apartment and they started running script together.
Yeah.
It was just so natural.
It worked because he got him to relax. He got him to get out of his own head. And the best part is that reading made such an impression on the other actors that they were escorted out of the room. And they're like, well,
Hey, Melanie.
And the two of them are like, well, I guess that's it. We didn't do it. We didn't make the cut. We're done.
Yeah.
But Kovac comes out from another room.
His vision room.
Yes, the vision room. Yep. And he says to the two of them, the two of you are Wonder Man and Barnaby. I didn't want to do this in front of the others because this is more of a formality. I'm going to let them do their thing, but the two of you have the role. You are my Wonder Man and you are my Barnaby. My people will be in touch. And I'm like,
I love what he said right after that, because he's like, we are going to make the last movie ever made, because after they see this, no one will have the guts to make another movie.
Yeah, a sequel. A sequel.
It's like, oh man. Dude's got a hell of a lot of courage in himself.
Listen,
or
but
confidence,
you know what?
would be the word.
But you know what? A great director, that's what they would say.
Yep.
This is my vision. This is going to be the movie that I'm going to crush everybody with. Yep. Think about it.
Yep.
Spielberg.
Yeah.
Think of Spielberg.
I'm there 100%.
Spielberg's debut was Jaws. Jaws. He took that book and made it one of the biggest summer blockbusters ever.
Made it one of the biggest cults ever. I think the only one that would be bigger would be a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Which again, that's a whole different genre.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had other directors start popping up. Listen, don't get me wrong. James Cameron and Avatar, I get it. But Titanic, that was his swan song.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Aliens, also James Cameron. Like, the guy's got vision. I will never knock him for that, ever.
I loved the scene as where they flash to after he tells them that they got the part and everything, and my people will be in touch with your people and all that.
Yeah.
And they're driving down the road, and they're just sitting there. Both of them, Simon and Trevor, are sitting there with these looks on their face, like,
holy shit.
did that really just happen?
It did. It did.
You know, it's just like it wasn't sunk in that it was actually real.
Yep.
You know, so they're on that elated high.
Yeah.
From being told they got the part, you know, just the looks on their faces, it was perfect.
Now, what I also liked was the fact that Simon dropped off Trevor at the Talmadge, and he's like, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Such a great day. And then the Department of Damage Control shows up.
Giant SUV comes screeching to a halt.
Right in front of him and grabs him and puts him in the car. And Agent Cleary is very angry with Trevor.
Just a little. He's only a little bit pissed at him.
Just a little bit, because Trevor's been ignoring his calls. I mean, he's only been in the callback of his career.
And chasing down a guy that video cameraed him, and or that recorded him,
and Trevor's like, but I was busy. And Agent Cleary's like, you're gonna go back to prison whether you like it or not. He's like, whoa, hold it. Give me one more chance. Give me one more shot. And it'll be good. I promise. And that was the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So between the two, those two meshed so well together.
Yeah.
They were only about 26 minutes long each.
They were both 30.
30?
5 was 26 minutes and 6 was 35.
Okay. Still would have been a great hour episode.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
But I understand why they split it up.
I love what Trevor did when he's talking to Cleary, because he's like, look, you're right. Simon is definitely enhanced and he's very, very dangerous.
Yep.
But you send me back to prison now, you'll never get the evidence you need.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor played Cleary like a deck of cards and laid out 4 aces.
Yeah, he did.
He told him, I can get the evidence you need, but
you gotta let me do it.
I need time, and you have to leave me alone.
Yep.
And that's why I say he played Cleary like a deck of cards, because Cleary couldn't say anything, but actually he didn't say anything.
He didn't.
He just kind of shook his head a little bit and turned around.
Yep. And they
beautiful.
drove off. They drove off.
Yeah, it's
now,
beautiful.
For me, episode 5.
Yeah.
I'm sounding like a broken record. It's a 4.
A 4.
It's a 4 for me. However, episode 6.
Well, why is 5 a 4?
5 is a 4 because of the comedic elements. It was just a funny story. Yes, It started off slow, but you had that nice little build-up, and then that crescendo, and it just went crazy. It was great. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There was enough action in it to keep you interested and wanting more. And it was just so absurd because of, drugs, when it was candy. Not to mention the drug dealers getting busted as well.
The actual drug dealers.
It worked. And it was just the right amount of comedy you needed, that it wasn't slapstick, so it wasn't over the top. And it was the break you needed in the middle of the 8 episodes to go, okay, we need to get a little bit of comedy in here.
Yeah.
Let's just put them in a situation that they'd never see themselves in, but we're going to tie it to Trevor's past. Loved it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving it a 4, because it was good. What do you give it?
I'm right there with you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on episode
4 W's.
5. 4 W's for me.
Now,
same reasons. Love the comedic feel at the end of the episode. It definitely made things.
It worked.
It definitely reset everything.
Yeah. It gave you enough to just go, okay, all right, we're doing a little bit of a reboot here, which is good. We need it.
Now, going to episode 5 or episode 6.
Yep.
I loved watching, because I felt like, this is a lot like a realistic thing that actors go through.
Yep.
For the most part. And everything. So I love the realism of that.
Yeah.
But I'm giving this episode a 4.95.
Ooh.
Do you want to know why I'm giving it a 4.95 instead of a 4.5?
Absolutely.
Because the punch in the face heard round the frigging world. And the entire time, Sully, in the 3.5, 4 years that we've been doing Avenger Pretenders and 2 Ewoks in the Park, never, not once, have I had to stop the episode.
Nope, never.
Because it messed my brain up so much.
You didn't even do that with The Mandalorian.
Nope, I haven't. So 4.95.
You did come close with Falcon and Winter Soldier, though.
Yeah, but that's because it was a freaking awesome action scene.
Well, that and
that was when he went through when he flew through the train car.
Yep. You almost that one, and you almost paused it with U.S. Agent John Walker there using the shield to kill somebody.
Oh yeah, that too.
You almost,
but I never did
it on that, but you didn't.
This one I had to stop.
This was great. Well, the fact that you're on a 4.95, I am actually above you with a 5.
Really? Yeah, the punch made it a 5.
The punch made it a 5.
Took it over the top.
It was so out of left field. With the scene that they were, not just the scene they were doing, but the whole episode of them talking about the movie and being the parts and being the characters and being human. That was a human response.
Yeah.
That was a human response. In his case, it was a superhuman response. And that's what would happen. So the fact that they did that was just so far out of left field. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, good God, I can't believe that happened.
What
And
did
it was a
he just
dream.
do?
And you're like, holy shit balls.
Well, it wasn't just what he did. It was the fact that he did it in front of all these people.
Without hiding it.
And, doorman claws in the back of his head and everything else. And he still punched this guy through the face.
I mean, he kind of deserved it. He kind of deserved it in the dream. I'm just saying, he kind of deserved it.
I agree. I agree. Yeah,
I am sitting at a 5 W's, 5 Wonder Man W's for that episode. That punch just did it because it was so human. Billy? It was so raw. And it was just like,
you know what? I'm going to go ahead and push mine up to a 5.
Ooh, there's a first.
I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's only the second 5 I've ever given.
And the fact that we're both at a 5 on the same episode, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, I tell you. Well, that might.
I can't wait for episode 7.
Oh, 7 and 8. 7 and 8 are coming next week, next Monday to be exact. That, my friends, is the end of Avenger Pretenders for this week. We will be live tomorrow for the Sully Show, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got a full show. We will be talking about the Olympics a little bit, just like we did last week. JT is now a curling fan.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, yes, he's in the news, too.
Is back in the news.
Yep, it's going to be a good one. And as always, you'll get to find out who the dumbass of the week is for this week. So make sure you keep it locked in and come on in and join us and be a part of the show. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's right. And here he is. There's the redneck. Can't miss him. I am the geek. This is Avenger Pretenders. We will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And as always, have a great night. And Thanos was right.